Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the most offensive podcast ever. I'm Slimmy V, and today I am going to be talking about racism and black on black violence. There's a viral video of a white racist man hurling derogatory racist comments at a black individual. This racist man, right, was intimidating and harassing, I don't know if that's his neighbor or whoever that was. He even said, if you got a problem with me, here is my address. Come see me. Okay. This is what the racist guy said. Me, in my opinion, I think the black guy, right, should have gave him a two-piece, with fries, and a biscuit. Knocked them upside his head. I'm not advocating for violence, but the white racist man spat on him. Eventually, Black Lives Matter and I think New Jerseyan protesters caught hold of this viral video, heard the address, and went to bring it to his place. He said, bring it. So they went and they brought it. I don't really have a problem with that. The guy gave his address. Hey, come see me. You got a problem with me? Whatever. So they went. So this led to police coming to the racist house and arresting him. Why am I telling you all of this? There's a little bit of an issue that I got, where I am not advocating for violence at all. But where I see, if someone spit on you, that is violating you, violating your space. That is a physical altercation. And the reply should be 2 biscuits, fries, a shake, and a knockdown, right? But I'm not advocating for violence. That could have been handled between the black guy and the racist. Why did the racist feel he had the authority to spit? That is so freaking nasty. It is so nasty. I can't even look at the camera right now because that's nasty. Not even nasty, it's nasty. So now, the little bit of a problem I got is we got the protesters who's going to respond to this and come. Right? And you'll see why I have a little bit of a problem with that, because people are willing to do certain things. But it's the other things that they're not willing to do is what I have an issue with. What am I talking about? Let me first show you this story. And then you'll see where I'm coming from. Follow me. Walk with me. Try to understand what I'm trying to say here. Let's get to the news. Before you do, please comment, share this video, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's roll this film.
It's called common property.
I don't care.
Okay, well, if you don't care,
walk away.
Learn your law.
Walk away.
It's not Africa.
Oh, this is not
It's not Solomon or wherever you were.
I was born in America.
In Burlington County, outrage after a man yelled racial slurs at his neighbor and made some disparaging comments. And Kelly Rule is live in Mount Laurel because the community really responded, and also giving an update on where he is now.
Yeah, Alex, obviously a lot of people saw that video and it is incredibly disturbing. That's what sparked the protest yesterday. People showed up to make sure this was taken seriously and that man in that video did get arrested. And that was what happened last night. And police, Mount Laurel Police, have been here ever since just to keep an eye on the neighborhood. Again, the man in that video is Edward Cagney Mathews. The video was in the neighborhood. Again, the man in that police, and that man in that video.
Here is what I got a problem with. The police came to the man's door. The man freely, idiotically, stupidly gave his address so everyone can come to the party. People came to the party, right? Including the cops. They came to arrest this racist. But when they came to arrest this racist, why are the people hurling things also at the cops? What is that for? Can the cop just go and arrest the man in peace? Look.
Video did get arrested, and that was what happened last night. And police, Mount Laurel Police, had been.
Just when you think, okay, you're doing something good, you're arresting a racist, right? They could have just been there and they could have clap it up. Yeah, boo. Good. Physical altercation. Why? Why do these men in blue have to take all of this? For what? What is that for? That don't make any sense.
Been here ever since just to keep an eye on the neighborhood. Again, the man in that video is Edward Cagney Mathews. The video was
dumbass. Yeah. Look. Look at this racist. 2-piece and a biscuit.
Recorded just before 8 o'clock.
Probably have a stomping party on this fool.
Friday night. That night, police say Mathews was charged with harassment and biased intimidation, but he was not initially arrested. He was given a summons to appear before a judge in the future. Then last night, after at least 150 protesters spent the day in the neighborhood, again calling on this to be taken more seriously, Mount Laurel.
150 protesters came because they were not happy with how this man was going to be taken care of, right? Mind you, I'm saying all of this for a reason.
Police took Mathews into custody, saying new evidence came to light from the video, which did show him spit on the victim.
Yeah, look, you can find the video yourself. He spat on the dude, right? Again, it could have been a 2-piece, stump out party, maybe a Stone Cold Stunner, maybe a last ride from The Undertaker. Could have just really handled that real quick, right? Look, I'm not gonna do these commentaries without a little jokey joke, you know what I'm saying? A little jokey joke, yeah. Anyway.
And the Burlington County prosecutor says Mathews did spend the night in jail.
Look at these people that showed up because of something that they were unhappy with. And it always has to do with some racist type-ish thing. Racist-ish thing, right?
Now, as a side note, police said there will be follow-up on the property damage in the neighborhood and against those who pepper sprayed and threw bottles at officers. They do say that was only a small group. That
was only a small group that threw all these things, but that's still not called for. It's uncalled for. That should not have happened.
The majority of this group was very peaceful and rightfully upset, many showing up again after simply seeing the disturbing video.
They saw a disturbing video. Again, I'm getting to something. This is very disturbing to them, right?
It's detestable. You know, it was just really disgusting. And, you know, I felt like something needed to be done as I was listening and watching the video. In the comments, you were seeing other incidences that this guy was involved in. And, you know, people are petrified of him out here.
And the protesters had every right to be upset about that.
The protesters have every right to be upset. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you, yes.
Because this is despicable conduct.
It's despicable conduct.
We won't tolerate it.
We won't tolerate it.
We brought these additional charges based on additional evidence.
I mean, did you not see he spat on the dude?
We will prosecute this man to the fullest of the law.
Very good. Now, this brings me to a point. Where are these protesters? Right? Because, they like to go and do this stuff, right? That is their life. That is their calling. They're called to go and protest. But where is that same energy when you got mass shooting erupting across the U.S. on July 4th weekend? Gang violence, random people getting shot.
Were killed in the U.S. after incidents of gun violence across the country over the holiday weekend.
How much?
So more than 180 people were killed in the U.S. after incidents of gun violence across the country over the holiday weekend.
Over the holiday weekend on Independence Day, 180 people killed, 516 injured during the holiday weekend, Independence Day.
According to the Gun Violence Archive, 189 people were killed and 516 were injured after shootings over the course of a 72-hour period starting in July 2nd. In total, the organization reported more than 450 such incidents over the holiday weekend, and they come as several major cities nationwide are struggling to combat rises in crime.
We need protesters, right? Hold on.
Major cities rocked by massive bloodshed this 4th of July weekend. Nearly 260 people reportedly shot and killed across the country, and almost 700 people were wounded in total. The epicenter of this out-of-control violence, Chicago.
Chicago. How many people want to bet that it's black on black? Or black people with guns?
The Windy City saw its most violent weekend of the year. At least 100 people were shot, including children, and 18 people were killed. Other crime way up too, like in San Francisco, where a group of thieves, they looted a high-end department store and no one even tried to stop them. The city of thieves were killed. Other crime way up too, like in San Francisco, where a group of thieves, they looted a high-end department store and no one even tried to stop them. The city being rocked by a shoplifting epidemic right now. All right.
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna stop it. Where's my focal point? Okay, let me go to that racist. There's an issue. I don't mind people protesting. I don't mind them fighting for equality. I don't mind them fighting against stupidity. The thing is, how many Black Lives Matter protests do we have against gun violence in Chicago? This is what I'm getting at. This is the question I have for you, if you kind of understand. I'm for the protest for this idiotical racist. I'm actually more for a two-piece fries and a biscuit and giving them the stunner, right? But what about Black Lives Matter in Chicago? I mean, you would think that's a worthy cause. You would think that is something that's startling and alarming to have this amount of people dying in the city of Chicago, possibly Baltimore, possibly Washington, high crime area. But no, people, this to me is an easy target. Like I said, two-piece and a biscuit would have taken care of that real quick. Again, not advocating for violence, two-piece and a biscuit. Some people know what I mean. But they would rather go to this rather than Chicago and deal with these gang members. Now look, I'm not saying to go into the streets, but if you are about that, if you are really about that life, about protecting Black lives and seeing to it that Black lives are defended. Little kids are dying in Chicago. Innocent little kids. This man could have easily took this dude out. 2 pieces of a biscuit. But people rather come to this. This is an easy target. And look, I'm glad they did arrest this man. But the same energy that's put into this, imagine if we put that same energy, those of you that do the protesting thing, if y'all do that, is there a reason why y'all not going to Chicago, Baltimore, or any of these cities that's being rocked by gun violence? But anyway, that's all I've got. I just wanted to kind of put 2 of these type of clips together to kind of show why people are kind of frustrated by these selective protesters. Do they really care? Look, I can care about this and I can care about that. I will report on this and I will report on the gun violence that's happening to our black folks. I really would like to see how out of the 5 or the 180 something that were killed, how many of those were blacks? I really would like to see a comparison. But y'all don't want to hear that. Anyway, if you're not offended, you probably wasn't watching or listening. I'm Slimmy V, and this is the most offensive podcast ever. God bless, stress less, and let Yahweh give you rest. I'm out. Peace.